So, hello, Subrajit. Welcome to your mock interview for. So, kindly introduce yourself, Subrajit.
Okay. Hi, I'm Subhajit Das. I'm from Habra, West Bengal.
Okay.
My mother runs our house, and my father has been retired. He used to serve in BSNL. I have done my schooling from my native place. After that, I have did BSc in Computer Science from IIT Mahavidyalaya, West Bengal. Currently, I'm a final semester student pursuing MSc in Computer Science from University of Kalyani, West Bengal, and I've achieved All India rank 530 in GATE Computer Science 2023 examination, and also I've qualified the GATE 2022 examination in Computer Science. Apart from that, I've qualified the UGC NET JRF for Computer Science as well as Assistant Professor, and also the West Bengal SET for Assistant Professor. And my research interest or my area of interest involves like computer architecture, computer systems, and a bit of theoretical computer science. And in my master's, currently, my thesis work involves solving a optimization problem called uh, probabilistic maximal covering location allocation problem using artificial bee coloring algorithm. And in my BSc, I have done project for building a reversible computer uh, um, multiplier accumulate unit. So this is my brief info.
Okay. So, Subrajit, did you work in some company between your B.Tech and M.Tech or not?
No, no, I have done BSc and MSc, so no, I have no gap, and I have
You were
continuously studied. I have
okay.
no work
Acha,
experience.
apart from computer architecture, what are your favorite subjects?
Like theory of computation, computer networks, operating systems, like that.
Okay, theory of computation also. Can you make me a DFA in which uh, DFA for a language in which strings are starting and ending with the same bit,
Okay.
or do this one starting and ending with one.
Starting and ending with one,
With one, yes.
and the language is like alphabet is like 0 and 1.
0 and 1 are the given input symbols, and the language is starting and ending with one.
So this will be like, can you see?
Okay, just yes, yes, yes. It is visible. 0, 1, 1, Q1. Okay. So I'll give you a string. Yes, noted, Subrajit. So I'll give you a string 0, 1, 1. Will it be accepted?
Oh, okay, yes, yes, I have some problem with this one.
So the DFA that you have made, it's ending with one, I guess.
Ending with one, yes, yes, ending with
But
one.
we need starting and we need starting and ending with one.
Got it. Just give me a minute.
Is it done, Subrajit?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so one we are going for 0, 1, 0, 1. Yes. So for Q, for the state, the trap state that you have made, you missed the
Oh, yes, yes. There will be an self.
and for the last state, you missed the zero self loop of 0, because if 0 keeps on
There will
coming,
be trap.
yes. Okay. So over to you, Tyagi sir.
सुब्रजीत,
Yes, sir. Hi.
इंटरव्यू कॉल आपको कहाँ से है रिसेंटली?
Sir, I've got call from IIT Madras on 3rd May, and also I've got calls from IIT Bombay, from M.Tech RA and MSR in data science.
What is your interested research area or interested area now?
Sir, my main area research interest is in computer architecture.
Okay. So tell me, what do you understand by rank of a matrix?
Rank of a matrix. Basically, what we usually refer for from rank of a matrix is usually the number of non-zero rows or number of non-zero columns. Basically, we usually like call the rank of a matrix the number of non-zero rows or non-zero columns.
Okay, according to you, rank of a matrix is equal to number of non-zero rows, right?
Yes.
Mukesh sir, allow me to share the screen. Allow me to share the screen, host. Aman sir. मुकेश सर, अमन सर, अच्छा एक मैट्रिक्स लिखो.
Okay, sir.
फर्स्ट रो है 1 2 1 3.
Okay.
सेकेंड रो है 2 4 2 6.
Okay.
और थर्ड रो है 0 0 0 1.
Okay.
ठीक है, और उसके बाद एक रो और है, दैट इज 0 0 0 0.
Okay.
तो इस मैट्रिक्स की मुझे आप रैंक बताइए.
Okay, sir. I've got my mistake. But I usually we have to transform the matrix first into echelon form. Then we have to count the number of non-zero rows. So we have to first transform this matrix into echelon form. Then we need to count the number of non-zero rows.
Okay. Mukesh sir, allow me to share the screen.
So for the matrix we have given, the rank will be 2.
Okay, so are you able to see this screen?
Yes. For now it's blank.
Okay, suppose this is our xy plane.
Okay.
We have a point here 1 comma 1. Another point here we have -2 comma -1. Okay.
Okay.
And here we have -5 comma 1. Sorry, this is 1 comma minus 5. Okay, 3 points we have.
Okay.
So can you tell me the area of the triangle that can be formed by joining these vertices, say ABC?
Okay. Let me try.
If we join these vertices, what will be the area of triangle?
Sorry, sir. I'm not able to solve.
Okay. We have a series 3, 7, 11, 15, and so on. Tell me the sum of first 20 terms of this sequence.
Yes, sir. Okay. Can I use calculator?
No.
Okay. $790.
Hmm?
790.
790.
Yes.
Okay. अच्छा एक डाइस है ए फेयर डाइस is rolled 4 times successively.
Okay.
ठीक है
Okay.
तो आप मुझे ये बताओ कि क्या प्रोबेबिलिटी है व्हाट इज द प्रोबेबिलिटी दैट ऑल आउटकम्स आर डिफरेंट
So for the first dice, there can be any one of the one like any one of the indices may come, and for the next case or the second case, there will be we have to consider 5 cases. Like in the successive, we have to consider 4 cases, and in the fourth round,
what is
we
the
will-
answer final answer
So 5 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 3, 6, 6, 6. The first second so 60 by 6 to the power 4.
60 by
6 to the power 4.
6 की पावर 4 अच्छा ये बताओ, एक फंक्शन है एफ एक्स इक्वल टू एक्स, ठीक है, प्लस मोड एक्स, इसका ग्राफ बना सकते हो?
Okay. Now, can I show it like that? So here it will be always 0 because mod x is positive, giving positive value, and x will be giving negative value.
पेन चला के दिखाओ ग्राफ के ऊपर, कहाँ कहाँ पे है तुम्हारा ग्राफ, कैसे जा रहा है?
Like for 1 it will be 2, for 2 it will be 4, like that.
आगे
Right.
अच्छा, और ऊपर को भी तो जा रही है एक लाइन, फिर ये बीच में कहीं टर्निंग दिख रही है, वो क्या है?
So actually this is a like second bracket I have to make, like this is not part of the graph.
अच्छा,
I can
क्या
make
नाम है इस लाइन का? नाम बताओ क्या है जो आपने लिखी है?
y equals to 2x.
ओके, केवल यही ग्राफ है, कुछ और भी है इसमें?
Or to like for any negative value of x, it will be always 0. So like y will be 0.
वो ग्राफ पे शो करोगे कि नहीं?
Yes, that we may need to show because y equals to 0 line. There also is.
In which programming language you are comfortable?
C,
Only C.
C++, Java. I know all of this, but I am more familiar with C only.
Okay. ठीक है. Your interview is over now. Sir.
Sir, thank you, sir. If you want to give the feedback, so as you have another meeting, so if you want to give the feedback, then please give the feedback.
Okay, so Subharjit, this graph is okay.
Okay.
Correct answer here. Okay, this is line 0. So don't ignore this left side.
I forgot it.
Yeah, here also you provided the right answer, that is 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 upon 6 into 6 into 6. But you should cancel out the. But this
Okay.
answer is not matching with your answer.
Maybe it's just, yes, sorry, I forgot to multiply the 6. I cancel out, but forgot to multiply. So that will be 6 to the power 3. My fault, calculation.
So do proper calculation.
Okay, sir.
Here this is AP, arithmetic progression.
Yes.
So sum of 20 terms will be n by 2 into 2a.
Oh, sir,
plus n minus 1.
Okay,
Or
okay,
d
sir.
is 4.
I actually I taken a plus n minus r. So I forgot the formula actually. There will be two ways. Sorry. Yeah, right. Yeah.
And you were not able to calculate this area. X coordinate is same, na? So this line is parallel to what? Y axis. Now if you join this one and this one, so this distance you can calculate base equal to 6.
Yes.
This will be the distance between this and this, na? So X coordinate is same. So difference between Y coordinate will be the distance. So base is 6. And now if you draw a perpendicular from this point, so this length you can calculate. This is -2 up to this point and 1 here. So total 3. So height is 3.
Yeah.
And half into base into height. Don't you know the formula?
Yes, sir. No. Okay.
And in rank also, you provided the different wrong definitions initially.
Yeah, in echelon form.
Think properly.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
You
Thank
have to revise all these concepts, basic graphs, basic matrix problems, matrices definitions, all definitions, rank, eigenvalues, their geometrical interpretation, all these things, probability concept. Any question they can ask you from probability?
Yeah.
So do proper, accurate calculations.
Okay, sir.
Okay, Mukesh sir, you can continue.
Thank you, Tyagi sir. So, Subhajit, yes, we will start the interview. So, as you told me that you prepared the finite automata and you have a interest in theoretical computer science. So, can you just tell me the disadvantage of finite automata?
Okay, so finite automata may some have some though it is extensively used, but it has some disadvantages. Like it cannot access certain type of languages, like we say context-free languages, or like context sensitive, or some sort of unrestricted languages. Like suppose we have to uh, require some we have to we require some memory type kind of thing for certain languages, like a to the power n, b to the power n, or 0 to the power n, 1 to the power n, and 2 to the power n. Like when there are infinite number of elements, maybe if the number of terms name in a summarized version, the finite automata does not accept certain type of languages which may require some computational power or some memory. Like for accepting certain context-free languages, finite automata can't accept those languages.
So, what is the problem with finite automata? That it has only a limited memory. That's the main reason, or yeah, this is the correct reason or not?
Yeah, maybe it has some.
Finite automata, we have finite space, finite memory use. So can you tell me where what is the concept in computer application where we can use the concept of finite memory or infinite memory?
Like whenever we use stack, so we assume that the stack.
What is stack? Stack is a just whole of memory. So can you explain me in terms of memory? In actual memory, it's the secondary memory of the RAM memory. What is that?
Okay, so basically, give me a moment. So okay, so basically, in finite automata, what we usually assume that our space or memory space is limited only. So we don't have unlimited or kind of like unlimited memory. But in actual our day-to-day life, we may require some not before we cannot predict some what amount of memory we'll be using beforehand without executing the program. So in that case, limited memory may not be sufficient for us, and for that thing we may require some additional memory we can borrow from, like with the concepts of virtual memory, or like that from we may borrow from secondary memory.
And what's the problem with that? First of all, if you are saying that the finite automata has finite amount of memory, then how we can accept any infinite language? We have many of the language which are infinite in nature, infinite number of strings in that language. So how we are using the concept of infinite string we are using, and we are accepting the infinite number of strings with the help of finite automata.
Yes. So for those infinite languages which are being accepted by finite automata, we usually try to solve those problems or solve those languages in a way such that we, with the same limited amount of memory, we can accept, like it the states of the finite automata will be fixed.
What is state? Is state consume any memory?
Little bit. Is one fixed number of
What is
memory,
the
but
concept of state? What is the
basically
concept of edge? Because on edge you are just marking your string characters. So can I say that state doesn't require any memory, whereas the edge requires the memory?
basically we do not store the states like that. It's a abstract concept, but while implementation we usually store the transitions. So the transitions is referred to as here age in our finite automata. So we usually store it like kind of like table using this input where we will go in a abstract sense, but not in a concrete sense like the
Like you want to
BFA.
say that we have some states, fine, and you are using the help of this edge, fine. So what is those states actually? They are just the addresses, they are just the references, or they are the values, or what they are.
Basically, this we may say there are some like
Like I don't know
values.
grammatical picture. I don't know
Okay.
about automata. So how can you tell me that a language, we can accept some languages having like we have some languages which can be accepted by finite automata.
Okay.
We have some, as you mentioned, that we have some languages which are not accepted by finite automata like A and B. And I don't know A and B, and I only know Hindi and English. Can you tell me example with practical applications where we are using finite automata in our language?
I may tell you some applications like password matching or some verification kind of thing of username.
Password
Like
is always like finite number of characters.
yeah,
So we required finite matching. Fine. So we can do this by finite automata.
yes, the password matching is usually done with BFA on BFA
Which type
concept
of
only.
data structure you are going to use for password matching?
Uh,
Because finite automata is not a data structure; it's just a tool which
yeah.
gives me abstract idea. Can you tell me how to match the password?
Basically, we first design like a DFA concept. So for our need or what the password matching usually requires, we usually construct a DFA like that, and we usually make a table of that DFA or the state transition table, and with that help of the table that is stored in a data structure kind of thing, like tabular data structure, and each row denotes a state. So with that help of input and with the help of the row, and each column refers the next state to be proceeded or the next row to be referred. Like that, we usually match the passwords.
Okay, so move on the feedback part. So Rajit, still you have to please deep dive into the concept of finite automata. If you are saying that you are very much comfortable with the theoretical computer science, fine. So I think that you need to go and try to Google out the basic applications of finite automata. Is finite automata really implementable, or is FIDI is really implementable? How we can implement and which type of data structure we are going to use? What's the problem with that? Not instead of saying that sir A and B and or WWR we cannot accept with the finite automata. That is not the correct way. You have to mention some practical applications where we can use. We cannot use finite automata. Instead, there is a use of VD or some other automata. Fine.
Okay.
So please do one thing. So please like make some clear logic regarding all these concepts and then go with next next one. Fine.
Okay, sir.
Getting my idea. So overall, that's my feedback. So you need to like I think in data structure algorithm you are a little bit, but still you if you are saying that theoretical computer science, then you have to be a bit aware about these concepts, okay, about the decidability and
Okay.
about the Rice theorem and countability part, right?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. That's my side. Yes, Aman sir, would you like to give some feedback or it's fine? Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Subra. Thank you.
Okay.